Hey, this is Tech Sport, and this will be a quick look at the performance in Call of Duty Modern Warfare on the RTX 2070 Super and the RX 5700 XT. I was away most of the weekend and barely made it back to the end of the beta, but I did manage to test in 1080p and 1440p before the beta ended. I tested in the ground war mode, as that was the mode I was most interested in at the time. And yeah, so in the game there's still a few bugs to work out, but hopefully they'll be sorted before the game releases. So this game is sponsored by Nvidia and is bundled with new RTX graphics cards or products with RTX cards in them. So if you buy a 2070 Super, 2060 Super or any other RTX graphics cards, you should get a code for the game. Or if you buy a laptop or a pre-built system with an RTX graphics card, you should also get a code for the game. Yeah, so the game will support ray tracing, but I believe it only supports ray tracing in 2 vs 2 or the campaign mode, so it will not support ray tracing in larger battles. But onto performance in the beta. So I tested with the R5 3600 on the X470 Taichi motherboard with 16GB of 3733 MHz CL15 memory. For the AMD RX 5700 XT, I used the latest 19.9.2 driver, which have no mention of support for the beta. And I used the 436.60 drivers for the 2070 Super, which does mention support for the Modern Warfare beta. I tested at the max graphics settings, well, at least as high as they would go. So at 1080p we can see what can be expected. The 2070 Super is ahead of the RX 5700 XT by about 10% at 133 frames per second for the 2070 Super to the 121 frames per second for the 5700 XT. Similarly, the 1% and particularly the 0.1% low is better on the 2070 Super. There were some stutters with the 5700 XT, which hopefully will be gone when the new driver with support for game releases. I also had a few problems with the minimap. I'm not sure if that is related to the graphics card, but yeah. If we increase the resolution to 1440p, the 2070 Super still holds close to a 10% lead, with the 2070 Super doing 98.8 frames per second on average, and the RX 5700 XT coming in at 90.4 frames per second on average. The frame times here though are much closer than they were at 1080p, so yeah, that's something at least. And that's pretty much all the numbers I have for you at this time. I will do some more testing when the game releases. Yeah, but there you have it. For Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the 2070 Super is about 10% faster than the 5700 XT at this point in time. That's a larger than average performance delta, but we will see if AMD has day one drivers when the game releases on the 25th of October, and if they improve performance. Hopefully they do, but we'll see. So that's all from me for now. Tomorrow is the start of the Ghost Recon Breakpoint beta, so I will test that with these two cards as well. I believe that's an AMD sponsored title. So we'll see what the difference is between the 2070 Super and 5700 XT in that game. I may also throw in the GTX 1070 and the R9 290 just for fun. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Farewell.